Dead Static Drive, also known as Grand Theft Cthulhu, is a survival horror adventure wrapped in a glowing sunset palette. As you're driving through the countryside, the world begins to fall apart right in front of your eyes. Society as we know it collapses and chaos ensues, and it's up to you to protect yourself and those you care for while watching out for those who'll try to take advantage of you. After all, everyone is just looking after their own necks. Speaking of everyone, there will be around 50 different story characters who have their own behaviors independent from player interaction, which is quite a bit more than I expected. One interesting tidbit I saw mentioned on Twitter was that hitchhikers in the game play the role of extra lives, but only if you find a doppelganger. I don't know how this will work in relation to the story or how common it'll be, but it sounds like a pretty creative feature that I would like to see explored more. The footage playing right now is from all the way back in 2015, and even then, Dead Static Drive already had its own style going on. The game is also going to have a very cool sanity mechanic. We don't exactly have all the details, but the game's creator has said our sanity will decrease after driving a long distance, so we'll need to stop and rest to recharge it. One thing our sanity will affect is how we perceive enemies and people in the game. Sometimes there will be enemies that look like regular bystanders, and we'll have to use our deductive skills to sniff them out. Aside from other people, we'll be fighting off these giant insects and also these creatures that burst up out of the ground. And of course things will get even scarier at night with our visibility being limited, especially if we haven't already explored the area during the daytime. Okay, so we'll be fighting and driving, but what else is there? I found a very handy diagram on Twitter that shows Dead Static Drive's core gameplay loop. We'll be searching for supplies at stores, recruiting party members, crafting weapons, and building shelters. Feel free to pause and take a closer look. There's also a separate diagram just for driving, which includes fueling up at gas stations, running over cops and monsters, and using our headlights to reduce collisions, which is also something I happen to do in real life. You guys know that I love when studios include extra behind-the-scenes game development info like this, and these diagrams especially help clear up any questions I had about what the game really is. Now that you're all caught up on gameplay, let's take a moment to appreciate these vibes. It would have been so easy to make a game like this that has a dark and spooky tone, but these colors still make things look creepy, just in a different way. And boy do I love when things are out of the ordinary. So grab your bat, steal a car, and take your chances against the unearthly horrors found along Route 666. No release date for this one yet. As always, check out the game's Twitter page for more little updates and funny bugs, and follow me while you're on there. And if you're looking for a game similar to this one that also doesn't have a release date yet, then Pacific Drive might be for you. Learn more about it here.